Alola Pokemon trainers, this is GatorX. I'm here at the future location of the Dream Park, an area in Alola where we're going to be having revived fossil Pokemon roaming around, just like this little Tyrunt here. But let's talk about this Dream Park a little.
Now this isn't anything too new. I've seen the idea thrown around a few times by some people here and there, and I even mentioned it shortly after the release of Sun and Moon. But today I'm not only going to be talking about a reference, nor am I discussing a concept solely. I'll be covering everything I can about the Dream Park. Now, in Pokemon Sun and Moon, rather than a scientist in a lab being the one to restore your fossil, it's a man in the middle of a forest clearing. This man is very enthusiastic about fossil Pokemon, and tells you that he plans to create a theme park filled with restored fossil Pokemon. Of course, I love this little part of the game, as it's a reference to Jurassic Park, even down to the fact that large portions of the Jurassic movies were filmed in Hawaii, which Alola is based off of. That's cool, but that was about all there was until recently. With the reveal of Ultra Sun and Moon, discussion of the possibilities have been near endless, as it's not 100% clear whether these will be sequels or alternate versions. There is more support for the idea of them being alternate versions, but that does still mean a lot could be changed, and that we see progression for not only characters but for settings across Alola. Most of this speculation has been around the various empty plots of land and construction materials scattered about the region. Many people think that this could be evidence for Pokemon gyms returning in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, as there are apparently 8 plots. While I feel this is debatable, the mere fact that construction materials have people talking about actual land development in Alola has me feeling the exact same way about the Dream Park. This is one of many places where the construction materials make sense, since the surrounding NPCs are actually discussing building something in the near future. From the trailer for Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, we do also get a glimpse at something that seems like a sanctuary for Pikachu. Of course, we don't know what exactly this location is based on the trailer alone, but it does show that some kind of similar idea is being put into execution in the upcoming games. Just that if the Dream Park were to happen, it would be something like this, except with grass and fossil Pokemon. So at the very least, it may be possible in terms of speculation, which really isn't much. But I would say that having a full Dream Park in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon is more likely than gyms returning.
Today's assignment, photograph the elusive Pokemon. How do you do it? You're gonna be fast. You need a keen eye, the best equipment, and lightning-quick reflexes.
No, you don't. All you need is Pokemon Snap, the first Pokemon game for N64. Find them, frame them, and shoot. You can even bring your Snap cartridge to a participating Blockbuster Video and print out stickers of your favorites.
Doesn't look like they're coming out today. Hard luck.
Pokemon Snap, gotta catch them.
But now that we've talked about how it could happen, let's talk about why it should happen.
It's no secret that the Safari Zone is a well-known and beloved feature of the Pokemon games, but it has been noticeably absent from main series games ever since Generation 5. It only appeared in Generation 6's Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, and that's just because it was a remake of a game that did have it. The Friend Safari in X and Y was kind of a replacement for it, but not really. The Safari Zone has always been a place to catch rare Pokemon that wouldn't otherwise be obtainable in the game, but with less Pokemon being introduced each generation, and more Pokemon appearing in various places through DexNav and Island Radar, it seems that the need for a Safari Zone has been lost. But what if the Safari Zone featured Pokemon that were not just rare, but extinct? Fossil Pokemon have been another interesting feature of the Pokemon games. Every generation except for Generations 2 and 7 have introduced at least 2 fossil Pokemon. As Pokemon that are extinct and can only be obtained through reviving fossils, they were typically a Pokemon you could only obtain one of per game. Fossils from previous generations were also available, but of course only in the form of fossils, which you could either obtain through minigames or smashing rocks. This has gotten relatively tedious, and it's easy to see see why Generation 7 didn't include any fossil Pokemon at all, as we've already got a total of 11 unique evolution lines of fossil Pokemon. Rather than having to grab each fossil, wouldn't it be easier if there were a place to encounter these Pokemon and catch them? Replacing the Safari Zone with the Dream Park in not only Generation 7, but every future generation could be a good way to ensure these Pokemon remain readily available, as well as establish a new way to easily introduce new fossil Pokemon without having the task become even more tedious. The Pokemon that evolve by knowing ancient power could also be included, as they fit the theme for ancient Pokemon, and could also be made easily obtainable. Relicanth could also be present in the Dream Park, as it's also an ancient Pokemon. Even though the original idea was to have this park as a place for only revived fossil Pokemon, having these other Pokemon that easily fit the theme could be a nice way to round it out. In any new generation, it would be easy to have a designated area for a Safari Zone, but even in the Sinnoh region there is room. Diamond and Pearl remakes are very likely around the corner, or at least after Generation 8, and the Pal Park location could easily be converted into a Dream Park, since there won't be much use for it with Pokemon Bank being released. This does go for every location for other Pokemon games that helped you transfer Pokemon up, just in case they get a remake sometime soon. As far as how the Dream Park would actually function, I think it might just end up being similar to the Safari Zone in Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire, where you just walk in free of charge or limitations. But the real draw is still that there are rare Pokemon. I would definitely hope that it's built to resemble Jurassic Park or Jurassic World as well, because that would look cool. It would also help tie together the entire theme. Of course, this does get into even more wishful thinking and fan fiction creation, but I do think it would be interesting to have this be an actual part of the plot. For the most part, the fossil restoration area of Pokemon is a side quest, something that you don't necessarily have to do as part of the main story. In X and Y, the fossil restoration lab, as well as obtaining the actual fossil Pokemon themselves, was woven into the story a little more, so it might be interesting to see that happen in these games. Of course, I'm not asking for it to parallel the Jurassic Park movies exactly, mostly because that would get bloody, but I do at least think there should be more interaction as far as setting up the park and getting to it. Just because this is such a cool reference and honestly very unexpected that I'd like to see even more come out of it. In various episodes of the anime, we have seen that there exist small areas where prehistoric Pokemon can live, that have been created by scientists. Of course, it being the anime, there is always a whole episode dedicated to this area, and to these fossil Pokemon, and so it still might be interesting to see this happen in the main games. Perhaps this is something that we could see introduced early as a project that's nearing completion. We'll learn all about what's planned for the Dream Park and that it's just about ready to open. But the evil team will likely want to take some of the fossil Pokemon, paralleling the events that kick off the main conflict of Jurassic Park. Maybe there could even be something that causes a disturbance to one of the large fossil Pokemon, and would make for even more tasks to complete. We'd have to stop the evil team and get everything back in order, after which the Dream Park will officially open, allowing us to enter and capture restored fossil Pokemon. I could actually see a situation like this actually becoming something similar to an island trial. It wouldn't technically be a trial, but in Sun and Moon, when you infiltrate Po Town and stop Team Skull, it effectively takes a place of an island trial. You even obtain a Bugium Z after defeating Guzma, so maybe the Dream Park could hold a challenge similar to that. Honestly really think that it's possible for something like this to happen. I don't know to what degree it will, but something with the Dream Park has to come out of Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But we'll just have to wait and see. Well, that's just about all I've got for this discussion, but let me know what you think. Will we get something like this in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, or is it just a dream? Leave a comment down below and we'll continue the discussion there. Also, remember to leave a like and subscribe to show your support. You can enable notifications by clicking the bell icon next to the subscribe button. This will make sure you see each new video as it comes out, and will make you a member of the Chingling Squad. Anyway, this has been GatorX. Have a nice day.